I got a story for y'all today. See, I wander around and find I camp pretty much every day. I don't like to stick around and build one spot. So I kind of bounce around from, one place to the next and do a loop around. So I often see the same places, just in different places to keep myself safe. Well, today I was heading back to one of the camps I use. It's near the highway. It's safe and, yeah. There's a couple statues right near it. In fact, I slept underneath one of those statues when I, really first got out here. Well, earlier this morning, I passed by a person sitting underneath that statue, and she looked put together, but she looked, disheveled. Like, kind of defeated and upset. Obviously, she'd been crying, but, not my business. Go wherever you want to go to cry. So I went by and she's looking for my camp. I walked out because I don't like to cook where I camp as well. I don't like to leave a mess. I was going to bring some garbage that I just finished cooking and eating and bring it to the bins. And she's there, still there, right underneath the statue. It hasn't rained. It's very, very lucky. It's still warm out, but she's been there for a while, a few hours. And I just start noticing what she's got with her. She got her bag, and that bag is open. She's got a blanket. And, my assumption is she's brand new to the streets. So, yeah, I just go by, and I decide if she's still there when I come back, I'm going to say something to her. And I ask her, I come back and I ask her, hey, is everything okay? And she looks at me with a, no. She was crying. She was crying, obviously, all day. And my thoughts were right. She is now brand new onto the streets. Her boyfriend or something kicked her out. Her boyfriend kicked her out. They broke up, and he gave her the boot, and all she had was a pack. She grabbed the blanket. That's it. She had planned on coming down here to spend the night. Well, she's very lucky because it's not cold out yet, but yeah. We talked for a bit, and she's like, I got no place to go, and blah, 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 blah. Doesn't really matter what she said, but she's got no place to go. No options. She tried calling the shelter system, and guess what? They're still full. I know I've been trying to call and get in because it's going to get cold sooner rather than later. But where she's lucky is she's got something that, I don't. She's got the ability to contact the domestic abuse line and get into a shelter. Like an all-women's shelter, an emergency thing, and yeah, we talked for a bit. I said, why don't you give them a call? Well, she's like, I'm not being abused. I got broken up. It's just me. So what? So what if it's not happening? You might be rid of the guy, but, lie. Just lie to the shelter. Just lie to the services to get services. If you can get services right now, lie. Nobody on the planet is going to fault you for lying to get some safety and warmth. And yeah, she ended up calling with my phone. I feel good. I did a good deed. And yeah, they got her in right away, and she left about an hour ago, and they took her in, and she's going to an only women's shelter there. So yeah, that was my good deed for the day. But it also brings me to my point is there are services out there for that particular situation, and that's great. They should exist. There should be even more of them. But there are no actual shelters for regular people who they're not being domestically abused or have drug issues. There are dozens of shelters there now that will take people in right away if they have drug problems. And that's also a reason why you want to stay away from a lot of the shelters, is because they are full of addicts. And they do take in a lot of drug addicts. But the thing is you could get into I could get into a shelter right now if I said I was an addict. Not the kind of shelter you'd want to be in. It would be a rehab shelter, and I've never used a drug in my life, so I don't want to be on, I think it's called methadone or whatever they put you on to detox you, because I don't need that. I'm not an addict. I don't do anything. But it's a shame that addicts get top priority. I know they need it. Or when they don't get top priority and they don't get put into the rehab shelters, they get put into the regular ones with priority over a regular person. And I just think they should build more shelters based on rehabilitation. Because not only is there a homeless problem, there is a drug epidemic in Canada. Hell, even in the United States, it's even worse. So it's kind of one of those two birds with one stone strategy. Get the addicts who are homeless into a rehab shelter where they can get treatment. Also, taking them out of the regular shelter systems, freeing up room for regular people, thereby, helping with the drug crisis and helping with the homeless problem as well, giving people places to stay for the winter. But honestly, that's, a pipe dream that'll never happen because honestly, this country doesn't give a shit. They just want to throw people in a place and, let them do what they want. I've been in the shelters. I've never used a shelter. I haven't been out here long enough. But you can go there, grab a shower, and people openly smoking out of crack pipes. It's terrifying. Especially I might be look like a big tough guy, but honestly, I'm not. I'm a big guy, just not a tough one. I've never been in a fight in my entire life, and I'm planning on keeping it that way. But the shelter system as it is just doesn't work. Anyways, I know I strayed way off of my original story and went on at a bit of a tangent. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Because it's been a beautiful one. I hope you like and subscribe. You take care now. Bye.